everybody, it's Taylor from Urban Furniture Outlet. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics. We are talking about giving effective product presentations. A lot of times we think we're presenting products and we're walking through the showroom with our customers, but we're not really educating them and helping them make good choices. I want to take a couple minutes just to talk a little bit about what my top tips are for giving effective product presentations. So step number one is really connecting with your customer and being a problem solver. It is asking those good questions to try to understand what brought the customer in today, why they're looking for a new sofa or a new mattress, who's going to be using it, when do they need it by, why are they getting rid of their old one, and really trying to get the information that you need to identify which products you're going to present to them as choices. So step number one is being a problem solver and helping the customer to really get on a journey with you and understand what problem they're trying to solve and what type of product they might be interested in. Step number two, present yourself as a sales professional. This is pretty intuitive, but people aren't going to purchase from a salesperson that they don't perceive as confident, as competent, meaning that you know what you're talking about and you deserve for them to do business with you, and that you genuinely know what you're talking about. Most of us do not shop for furniture every day, so the choices can be overwhelming. So you really do need to know a little bit about the product. If it were just as easy as them pointing at products and saying that one, we'd be order takers, which you guys are definitely not. So present yourself as a sales professional. You're qualifying your customer, you're being a problem solver, you're asking the good questions. So now it's time for you to educate your customer. So once you've gotten that information, you want to choose at most 3 products that you feel are in our showroom that you think are going to solve that problem that customer has come in with, or that you think are 3 solid options for that customer. There's a reason that I say focus on 3. 3 is about as many choices as most of us can handle. You want a good, better, best. You want some different variations, and when you show and present these effectively, it's going to help narrow down that field even more. So choose no more than 3 options that you feel are good fits for what the customer is looking for, what they've told you they're looking for. The second step with that is watching for the body language and the feedback that the customer is giving you when you're presenting your products. And I will give you tips on the actual product presentation, but I just want to kind of emphasize this point. If you present products to a customer and they are not responsive, they don't like it, it's not a fit, that is great information. The next questions that you're asking is, why isn't this an option for you? What do you not like about it? What do you hate about it? And when you find out that information, you're gonna categorize that, and it's gonna help you take them to a product that is those things, that has those features that the customer does want to purchase. So I think even if you hit some roadblocks, it's important for you to use those opportunities to listen to your customer and pivot to products that you think are a good fit. The next point, there's a difference between features and benefits, and I'm going to try to make this as simple for you as possible. Feature is what something is, and a benefit is what's in it for me. So if I'm showing a customer a bedroom set, for example, and I open the drawer and I notice that there's dovetailing and there's a deep drawer for the one that I just opened, I'm going to point out that it's a deep drawer and it's got dovetailing. Now, if the customer is not interested in having a lot of storage or hasn't had an experience with drawer construction not being good, those might just be features. Those might not be benefits. If the customer expressed to me that they need a lot of storage or that their last dresser fell apart, those would be, quote, benefits. So a benefit is what it does for the customer. What problem does it solve? If it does something that the customer doesn't care about, then it's not a benefit. If I have a customer that's looking for a sectional and I show them a set They're telling me that they want something that is going to look nice, but that their kids can use and yada, yada, yada. I'm going to show them an attached back set and I'm going to explain to them that those cushions being attached on the back is a benefit. And the benefit for them is that no matter what their kids do, those cushions are staying where they're supposed to be and they're not going to move around. Scatter back set, I can't say that about. So again, attached backs is something that the sectional is. The benefit for that customer with the little kids is that those pillows are not going to move. So again, the feature is something that a product is. The benefit is what it does for the customer. And when you're deciding if it's a benefit, you have to ask yourself, is it solving a problem that that customer presented to you, or a potential problem that that customer presented to you? So it's really just understanding your customer's needs and presenting you those features that solve those problems or meet those needs. And finally, read and respond to body language. When you are doing a product presentation, you're going to be able to tell right away whether you are engaging that customer or you're losing the customer. So the things you want to look for: open body language, meaning that their arms aren't super crossed. Maybe they're moving towards the product instead of away from it. They're making eye contact with you. They're listening to you. So you want to be reading and responding. And again, if you're picking up on negative body language, if you feel like you're losing your customer, stop your presentation and check in with your customer. Ask them, I thought that when we were talking, you said you might want this, this, and this, but it seems like this might not be, we're not going down the right road here. So then you kind of ask questions again and clarify, like maybe you thought that this problem was the most important to the customer, but it's really this that they're looking for. So just use it as an opportunity to stay motivated, stay up. Don't get discouraged by people not liking. We have a lot of different product, but just ask them better questions to try to find them the right product. So last but not least, product presentation. It's really not that hard. Like I said, you don't want to show them every single product in our showroom, but you do want to choose products that, while you're qualifying, that are going to be a good fit for that customer's need or want. When you're presenting a product, it's important to use the right language. So if you're talking about dovetailing, know what dovetailing is. If you know that it is a leather-like upholstery, call it a leather-like upholstery. Don't call it leather if it's not. If it's blue, call it blue. If it has a velvety upholstery, say it's a velvety upholstery. You want to use appealing terms. You want to use industry appropriate terms as much as you can. And you want to make it understandable to the customer. So I would not overload them, but I would recommend that you touch and interact with the product. So if you're showing a dresser, you're opening the drawers, you're showing them the dovetailing, you're showing them the sturdiness of it. If you're showing them a sectional, you're touching the pillows, you're touching the arms, you're showing them that it's a double-sided cushion. You are interacting and touching the furniture. The more that you are touching and interacting with the furniture while you describe it, first of all, you can name the features while you're examining the piece. Customer doesn't know the difference between you seeing for the first time that it has dovetailing, or you seeing for the first time that it is a double-sided cushion, or it is an attached back cushion. They don't need to know that. All they need to know is that you are describing the value of the product that you're asking them to purchase. They want to know why they should spend X amount of dollars for this item over that item, and that's your job. That's the product presentation, where you're educating the customer about things that are special about this piece and why this piece might be a good choice for them. So you want to use the appropriate terms. You want to physically interact with the product, meaning that you're opening drawers, you're touching the surface, you're pointing to things, and you're inviting the customer to do so as well. You want the customer to interact with the furniture. The more they sit on it, the more they touch it, the more they experience it, the more likely they're going to buy it. So, so some in the industry will call it the Vanna White, or the game show host, where they're presenting the prize product. You can do it as you like. I would recommend that you do it authentic to you. And like I said, keep it focused on solving the customer's problems. So pointing out the features that you think are going to be benefits for them. You're going to try to find products that are good fits based on that qualifying, based on what you think is going to be a good match for them. You are staying up and staying positive, even if a customer doesn't like a product, and using that as an opportunity to pivot them towards a product that is a better fit for their needs. And finally, when the body language is telling you that that customer is ready to purchase and that they like that product, we're stopping, we're shutting our mouth. We are allowing them to enjoy this product, enjoy the idea of owning this product, and then we're asking for the sale. So again, it's reading that body language, it's responding to them, it's finding them good options. But that product presentation is key. If you have a customer that walks our entire showroom and says they didn't see anything they like, I'm going to ask you, how many products did you actually present to them in a thoughtful way? And if you didn't, then we're not doing our job. So our job is to take all those choices in the showroom and bring them down to 2 or 3 options that are a great option for what that customer came in to find. So that is the goal. That is what we're all about. So again, be a problem solver, be a sales professional. We're educating our customers about the features and the values of the product that we have in our building. We're offering them 3 great options that fit their need or their want. And we're pivoting, if they don't like those options, to ones that better match the needs and the wants that they've expressed to us. We are understanding the difference between something that's a feature, something that a product is, and a benefit, what it does for the customer. And we're reading and responding to body language so that we know whether we need to find them another option or whether we need to take them up front to close this sale. Okay, so I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I wish you happy selling. Be your charming selves and go out there and have a great day.